Welcome back to our program. I'm talking with Councilman Herb Sass, and he is going to tell us about this project, or all the projects in this area, because some have wondered, why are all these things going on at one time? Well, Councilman Sass, we're really interested in that. How did all of you, all these different sources, decide to strike out at the same time?
Well, I think it's an economy measure, getting all the work done at one time. There's actually 3 projects going on here. There's the RoadWise project, which is from this side of Bowman Road all the way to Johnnie Dodds, which is Highway 17, to the Arthur Avenel Bridge. That project. Then we've got another project right here, which is Highway 17 and 526, and this is a SIB project, State Infrastructure Bank.
Right. And
then we've got a third project further out on Highway 17, past Town Center, carrying Highway 17 out and widening that project. I can't tell you why all 3 of them happened at exactly the same time, but the projects were ready to be bid. The engineering work was done, and the companies are here, and they're getting the work done for us, and the work's going very well.
How long did it take council to make the decision on the design for these various projects, and call in the right contractor, and all of those kinds of things? Did that take a while?
It took a good while. The RoadWise projects, we voted for the RoadWise projects in 2004, so that engineering started probably a little bit before that. And the engineering takes a lot of time. You got a lot of utilities, you got a lot of water, wastewater runoff, you've got water and sewer lines have to be moved, you've got utility lines, primarily overhead power lines that have to be moved. And it takes a lot of engineering work to get a project before you see the first shovel being put in the ground. There's a lot of work has to be done. And
you also, the town council, that is also called in the public and got their view and got information from the average citizen. And how'd that work out for you? Were they with you, or did you have a problem there?
I think they're definitely with us. I mean, they want this project. We need a portion of Highway 17 was already widened several years ago from 526 to Town Center, and that was a real success. That project was done very well. It's made a big difference, and now these actually are 2 connecting projects, and that project was in the center. And so once these 3 projects are put together, it's going to really make a big difference in everybody's commute in Mount Pleasant.
The town council must have felt that the roads in this area were very antiquated, and things are changing in Mount Pleasant. Mount Pleasant is the what? Fourth largest community, city, town, right, in South Carolina. We're growing, and those growing pains means that we have to do things like this.
Well, we're growing rapidly. Mount Pleasant 35 years ago was around 3,500 people, and you can see what we've grown to now in about 35 years, and it's a combination of things. I mean, we had a great place to live. The Mount Pleasant has had good leadership. Charleston County's had good leadership. Mm-hmm. People want to move here. People want to live in Mount Pleasant. And we've got a lot of people that live here, and they've got to be able to get to work. They've got to be able to get their kids to school, and they've got to have lives. And so this project is going to make all that easier. We have to live with it until it gets completed, but it's going to really make a big difference once it's complete.
I understand that there are people from Berkeley County and Dorchester County who commute through here or use this as the path, 17, going to the beach, and those folks don't pay. They're not Charleston County residents. Is it possible that maybe there can be some sort of a toll eventually?
I don't know about a toll. This road, this is a federal highway. Highway 17 is a U.S. highway, so it's got to stay open. That's why most of the work on Highway 17 is being done at night.
Yeah.
It's got to stay open. Highway 17 was paid. A lot of that work was paid for with federal funds, and every taxpayer in the United States pays. Well, the taxpayers of the United States pay those funds.
That's right, because if there are federal dollars involved, and you did say that some of this is the South Carolina Infrastructure Bank.
Right. This part right here, Highway 17 at 526, there's going to be a big overpass here, and hooking up with Hungry Neck Boulevard, and that's being paid for mostly by the State Infrastructure Bank.
When we come back from the break, I'd like to talk with you about the kind of money that's been put into this project from the town of Mount Pleasant, and what it was like as far as traffic and traffic congestion before this project. I mean, there's a means to this madness. There's a reason for all of this. And we'll do that in just a second. We'll be right back. Don't go away.